Be me. 25-year-old virgin, not by choice, just terrible with women. Live in apartment with roommate Emily, who's basically the female version of Barney Stinson. She brings home different guys like 3 times a week. I've learned to wear noise-canceling headphones. One night, I'm making instant ramen at 11 p.m. when she comes out of her room. Dude, we need to talk about your situation. What situation? I'm just trying to eat my sodium brick in peace. You're 25 and you've never had a girlfriend. This is getting sad. Excuse me, I didn't ask for this intervention. I've decided to help you. Consider me your fairy godmother, but instead of a ball, I'm getting you laid. I nearly choke on my noodles. Emily, I'm fine. I don't need help. She sits down at our tiny kitchen table with this determined look. Listen, you're not ugly. You're just clueless. There's a difference. Thanks, I guess. You dress like a middle-aged dad. You have the haircut of someone who says actually too much, and you literally own a fedora. It was a gift from my uncle, and I wore it once, ironically. We're doing a complete makeover, training montage style, like in those movies. I try to protest, but she's already pulling out her phone, making notes. First thing tomorrow, we're going shopping. I'm calling in sick, and so are you. I don't have a choice, apparently. Spend the rest of the night wondering how my life became a romantic comedy I didn't audition for. Next morning, Emily drags me to the mall at 9 a.m. We're at some trendy clothing store where everything costs more than my rent. Try these on. She hands me a pile of clothes that look nothing like my usual cargo shorts and graphic tees. Well, I look like I'm about to audition for a boy band. Come out of the dressing room wearing skinny jeans and a button-up shirt. Emily circles me like a shark. Better, you look like an actual human now instead of someone who moderates Reddit forums. I do moderate a Reddit forum, but she doesn't need to know that. She makes me buy like 6 outfits. My credit card is crying. Next stop is a hair salon where a guy named Rico takes one look at me and sighs. Honey, who's been cutting your hair? A blindfolded lawnmower? Emily laughs way too hard at this. Rico spends an hour transforming my mess into something that apparently frames my face better. Look in the mirror and barely recognize myself. Now you look like you could be on a dating app without people swiping left immediately, Emily says cheerfully. Her motivational speaking needs work. Jay, we get back to the apartment and she pulls out her laptop. Time to set up your dating profiles. We're doing Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. This is moving too fast. I need an adult. I am an adult, but I need a different one. She starts taking photos of me around the apartment. Smile naturally, not like you're being held at gunpoint. Apparently, I don't know what my natural smile looks like. After 50 photos, she picks 3 that make me look approachable but not desperate. We spend 2 hours crafting the perfect bio. You like video games, but we're not putting that first. Women already assume that. You're into sci-fi, but we're calling it speculative fiction because it sounds classier. I feel like I'm catfishing people as a better version of myself. You're 5 feet 10 inches, right? 5 feet 9 inches and a half. We're rounding up, and everyone lies about height. My profile is complete. Emily hits submit on all 3 apps. Now we wait for the matches to roll in. I'm skeptical, but within an hour I have 12 matches. What the hell, I've never had 12 women interested in me in my entire life. Emily is grinning like she just won the lottery. See, you just needed better marketing. The product was fine. Not sure how I feel about being called a product. She starts going through my matches with me. Okay, Jessica likes hiking and her dog. You're going to message her about the dog. But I don't know anything about dogs. Everyone loves dogs. Just ask what breed it is and say it's cute. This feels manipulative, but I send the message. We go through each match, Emily feeding me lines like I'm Cyrano de Bergerac. Within 2 hours, I have 5 conversations going. And my phone keeps buzzing and I'm having a mild panic attack. Emily, what if one of them wants to meet up? What do I even do on a date? She looks at me with pity. Oh, sweetie, we have so much work to do. Spend the rest of the week doing date training, which is apparently a thing. Emily makes me practice conversations with her, pretending to be different types of women. I'm the artsy girl who works at a coffee shop. Impress me. I like coffee? Try again. This is harder than my college finals. She teaches me about active listening, asking open-ended questions, and not bringing up Star Wars within the first 20 minutes. But what if she likes Star Wars? Then she'll bring it up. You don't lead with your nerd credentials. I'm learning so much about social interaction, I should be taking notes. After Friday night comes, and I have my first date scheduled with a girl named Madison. She suggested this trendy wine bar downtown that definitely doesn't have my beloved Mountain Dew. Emily helps me pick out an outfit like I'm going to prom. Remember, make eye contact, laugh at her jokes even if they're not funny, and for the love of God, don't mention your anime collection. I have so many rules to remember I'm going to malfunction. Get to the wine bar 10 minutes early because I'm chronically punctual. Madison shows up and she's actually prettier than her photos. We sit down and I'm sweating through my shirt already. So, Madison, Emily tells me you work in marketing? She looks confused. Who's Emily? Abort, abort, abort. Sorry, I meant your profile. Your profile tells me you work in marketing. Smooth recovery, probably not. But we order wine and I pretend to know what I'm talking about when the waiter asks about notes and tannins. I'll have whatever you recommend, I say, which is apparently the right answer. Conversation starts flowing. She's talking about her job and I'm doing the active listening thing Emily taught me. That sounds really challenging. How do you handle the pressure? She lights up. Apparently people love talking about themselves. We're an hour in and I haven't mentioned video games once. This is a new personal record. She asks what I do for fun. Danger zone, all my hobbies are deeply nerdy. I like reading, going to museums, trying new restaurants. All technically true if you count reading manga, going to the Science Museum once 2 years ago, and trying the new Taco Bell menu items. She seems impressed though. You seem really cultured. But most guys I meet just want to Netflix and chill. I love Netflix though, maybe we have that in common. Date ends well, she gives me a hug and says we should do it again. I'm walking on air back to my apartment. Emily is waiting up like a parent after prom. How did it go? Tell me everything. I recount the entire date while she takes mental notes. You did good, but next time don't say your profile tells me. That's creepy. I'm learning through trial and error, apparently. Over the next few weeks, I go on 7 dates with different women. Emily debriefs me after each one like I'm a spy coming back from a mission. Date 2 with a girl named Priya goes badly because I accidentally brought up Lord of the Rings. We were talking about New Zealand. It was relevant. Nothing is that relevant, Emily says sadly. Date 3 with Amanda goes amazing. We have a second date planned. Date 4 through 7 are various levels of okay to disaster. One girl spent the entire time talking about her ex. Another one was clearly just there for free food. One revealed she's actually married and looking for a third. That last one was an experience I wasn't prepared for. But Amanda is different. She laughs at my jokes. She's genuinely interesting. She hasn't run away screaming. We're on our 4th date at this Italian place when she reaches across the table and holds my hand. My brain stops working. She's looking at me with these eyes and I know something is supposed to happen. Do you want to come back to my place? The question I've been theoretically preparing for my entire adult life. Sure, yeah. Oh, that sounds nice. We get to her apartment and suddenly I'm very aware that I have no idea what I'm doing. She offers me wine, we sit on her couch, some indie music is playing. This is like a movie scene, but I don't know my lines. She leans in and kisses me. I'm kissing her back and it's actually going okay until I panic and pull away. Are you okay? She asks. No, I'm having a crisis. Yeah, I should tell you something. Here goes nothing. I've never actually done this before, like any of this. She looks confused. Done what? Dated? That too, but I mean, I've never, The realization dawns on her face. Oh, you're a virgin? I nod, wanting to die. She's quiet for a second and I'm preparing for rejection. That's actually kind of sweet. Wait, what? I mean, it's not a big deal. That everyone has a first time. She's being so cool about this and I'm internally freaking out. We don't have to do anything tonight. We can just watch a movie or something. I could kiss her again, just for being understanding. Actually, I do kiss her again. We end up just making out on her couch for like 2 hours like teenagers. It's honestly perfect and not terrifying. I go home that night feeling like I'm finally getting the hang of this whole dating thing. Emily is asleep, but she left a note on the fridge. Proud of you, Grasshopper. I'm starting to think this makeover thing might actually work. Next few weeks, I'm seeing Amanda regularly. We're taking things slow, which is perfect for someone who had his first kiss at 25. Emily is thrilled with my progress. I told you. And you just needed a confidence boost and better fashion sense. She's like a proud parent watching their kid ride a bike for the first time. Everything is going great until one night I'm at Amanda's place. We're watching some Netflix show and things are getting heated. She stops and looks at me. Are you ready to take the next step? I think I am. I'm definitely attracted to her. This feels right. Yeah, I think so. We move to her bedroom and I'm trying to remember everything I've learned from movies and that one awkward health class in high school. Things are progressing and then my phone rings. I ignore it. It rings again and again. You should probably check that, Amanda says, clearly annoyed. It's Emily calling me 15 times. I answer and she's crying. I need you to come home right now. Please, it's an emergency. My heart drops. So what happened? Are you okay? Just please come home. I look at Amanda apologetically. I'm so sorry, my roommate needs me. There's an emergency. She's clearly frustrated, but tries to be understanding. Okay, yeah, go make sure she's all right. I throw my clothes back on and rush home. Get there and Emily is sitting on the couch in her pajamas eating ice cream and crying. What's the emergency? Are you hurt? She looks up at me with red eyes. Derek broke up with me. Derek, the guy she's been seeing for like 3 weeks. Emily, I thought you were dying or something. I'm dying inside. I sit down next to her, annoyed but also concerned. What happened? She starts explaining through sobs that Derek said she was too much and he wanted something casual. This is ironic because Emily is the queen of casual relationships. Shit, I actually liked him, like really liked him, and he just threw it away. I've never seen her like this. Usually she's the one doing the breaking up. I'm sorry, that really sucks. I know I interrupted your night. I saw your location was at Amanda's place. Were you guys about to? I nod. She starts crying harder. I'm the worst friend ever. I ruined your big moment. It's fine. There will be other moments. We spend the next 3 hours watching terrible rom-coms and eating junk food. She falls asleep on the couch and I cover her with a blanket. Text Amanda explaining the situation. She responds with, "That's really sweet of you, Raincheck." Crisis averted. Next morning, Emily apologizes like 50 times. I'm sorry I cock-blocked you. That was not my intention. It's fine, you needed a friend. Still, I'm supposed to be helping you lose your virginity, not preventing it. This is a weird conversation to have over breakfast. Maybe take a few days off from dating and figure out your own situation. She nods sadly. Over the next week, Emily is uncharacteristically quiet. No random hookups, no going out, just sitting around watching TV in sweatpants. I'm worried about her, but also dealing with my own situation. Amanda and I have rescheduled 3 times and something always comes up. First her work emergency, then my family called, then she got food poisoning. Universe is conspiring against me. We finally have a night planned. Her place, no interruptions. I tell Emily I'm turning off my phone. Good luck, soldier. She salutes me from the couch. Get to Amanda's place and we're both nervous. Should we have wine first? She asks. Probably a good idea. We have wine, we talk, we're definitely stalling. Finally, we move to the bedroom again. Things are progressing well, clothes are coming off, and then I freeze. Complete and total performance anxiety. Is everything okay? Amanda asks. I don't know, this has never happened before. Well, everything is new, but I'm rambling like an idiot. She's being patient, but I can tell she's frustrated. Maybe we're rushing this, she says gently. We get dressed and sit on her bed. I really like you, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure here, she says. I know, I'm sorry, I'm a mess. You're not a mess, you're just inexperienced, and that's okay, but I don't know if I can be the one to teach you. My heart sinks. I think maybe we should take a break, let you figure things out. This is breaking up language. I understand, I say, even though I don't really. Leave her apartment feeling worse than I did before Emily's whole makeover project started. Get home and Emily takes one look at me. What happened? Amanda broke up with me because I'm too inexperienced. She looks genuinely upset. That's ridiculous, you're a catch. Apparently not catch enough. We sit in silence for a bit. I'm sorry, this is my fault. I pushed you into all this before you were ready. No, I wanted this. I don't know what I'm doing. Emily looks at me with this weird expression. What if I helped you? You are helping me. No, I mean, what if I helped you with the experience part? My brain short circuits. Emily, are you suggesting? Look, we're friends. We're both single now, and you need practice. This is insane. So that would be so weird. Would it though? People have casual hookups with friends all the time. We're roommates. That's different. Think about it. No pressure. Just 2 friends helping each other out. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I need to sleep on this. My brain can't process this conversation. Go to my room and stare at the ceiling for hours. Emily just offered to sleep with me. My hot roommate who has more experience than a Hollywood stuntman. This could either be the best idea or the worst idea ever. No middle ground. Spend the next few days avoiding eye contact with Emily. She acts like the conversation never happened. I'm going insane. Finally, one night we're watching TV and she brings it up. Have you thought about my offer? I've thought about nothing else. And it's crazy. We live together. Well, what if it makes things weird? Things are already weird. You've been avoiding me for 4 days. She has a point. What if one of us catches feelings? What if it ruins our friendship? We set ground rules, keep it casual, no emotions involved. This sounds like the setup to every romantic comedy where they definitely catch feelings. I don't know, Emily. Okay, just think about it. The offer stands. 2 more days of internal debate. Pros: finally lose virginity, experienced partner, comfortable environment. Cons: literally everything else. I'm overthinking this, which is my specialty. That weekend, Emily is getting ready to go out with her friends. She's wearing this dress that's probably illegal in some states. I'm going to Maria's birthday thing. You want to come? Nah, I'm good. She leaves, and I'm alone with my thoughts, which immediately go to what she proposed. Maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe this could work. People have casual arrangements all the time. I could learn from someone I trust instead of fumbling through it with strangers. Grab my phone and text her. I've thought about it. When you get home, we should talk. She responds immediately. Leaving now. Wait, she was just getting to the party. 20 minutes later, she burst through the door. You couldn't have texted me before I did a full face of makeup? I didn't think you'd come back. We stand in the living room in awkward silence. So, you want to do this? She asks. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. This is weird. It's only weird if we make it weird. How do we not make it weird? She sits down on the couch. We set clear boundaries. We agree this is just physical. And then we promise to communicate if anything feels off. She's thought about this more than I have, apparently. And we can stop anytime either of us is uncomfortable. Okay, yeah, boundaries are good. We sit there for a minute. So, now? I ask. Do you want to now? I don't know. Do you? This is the most awkward conversation I've ever had. How about we start slow, just see what happens naturally? She moves closer to me on the couch. My heart is racing. We've lived together for 2 years, and I've never been this nervous around you. Same, she laughs. She kisses me, and it's so different from kissing Amanda. This is my friend, my roommate, the person who yells at me for leaving dishes in the sink. We're making out on the couch, and my brain is screaming that this is a terrible idea. She pulls back. Still okay? Yeah. This is just surreal. Tell me about it. We end up just talking for another hour about expectations and boundaries. Decide we're not doing anything tonight. Too much pressure. We'll just let it happen organically, Emily says. I go to bed confused, but also excited. This is either going to be great or destroy our entire living situation. No pressure, though. Be me. Woke up the next morning wondering if last night actually happened. Emily and I agreed to a casual arrangement to help with my inexperienced problem. This is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Walk into the kitchen, and she's making pancakes in her pajamas like it's a normal Sunday. Morning, want some pancakes? Yeah, sure. We eat breakfast in the most aggressively normal way possible, both pretending last night's conversation didn't happen. So I'm thinking of reorganizing the living room, she says. Cool, yeah, that sounds good. This is the fakest conversation we've ever had. After breakfast, she goes to her room and I go to mine. We're avoiding the situation, which seems healthy and mature. Spend the whole day gaming online with my friend Marcus. Dude, you're playing like trash today. What's up? Can't exactly tell him I agreed to sleep with my roommate for educational purposes. Just distracted, work stuff. He starts ranting about his own job and I tune out. Around dinner time, Emily knocks on my door. Want to order pizza and watch a movie? This feels like a trap, but I'm hungry. Sure. We're on the couch with pizza watching some action movie. There's like 3 feet of space between us. We've sat closer than this 100 times before, but now everything is charged. Movie ends and we're both just sitting there. This is really weird, isn't it? She finally says. So weird. Maybe we should just forget the whole thing. Part of me is relieved, but another part is disappointed. Or maybe we're overthinking it. She looks at me. Do you want to just rip the Band-Aid off? Is that how you talk about intimacy? I don't know the etiquette for sleeping with your virgin roommate. We both start laughing because this situation is absurd. Okay, new rule, we have to be able to laugh about this or it's too weird. Agreed. She moves closer to me. No pressure, we're just 2 adults who happen to live together. Right, very normal. We start kissing again and I'm significantly less nervous than last night. Things are progressing to her bedroom. She's being patient and explaining things, which is both helpful and mortifying. Is this okay? Does this feel good? I'm getting a real-time tutorial. It's awkward and clumsy, but also kind of nice because there's no judgment. Afterwards, we're lying there and I'm having an existential crisis. Well, you're officially not a virgin anymore. How do you feel? Weird, accomplished, confused, all of the above. That's pretty normal. She gets up and throws on a shirt. I'm gonna make tea. Want some? She's treating this like we just finished watching a movie. I appreciate the casualness, but also my brain is melting. We drink tea in the kitchen at 11 p.m. like nothing happened. So that was nice, she says. Yeah, thanks for, being cool about everything. Of course, what are friends for? This is the weirdest friendship I've ever had. Go to bed that night feeling like I crossed some major life threshold. Next few weeks are surprisingly normal. We continue our arrangement a few more times, each one less awkward than the last. Emily gives me pointers like a coach. You're getting better at this, see? Their practice helps. This is the strangest compliment I've ever received. We maintain our regular roommate relationship otherwise. Still argue about dishes, still watch TV together, still split bills. It's compartmentalized in a way that seems to be working. Then one night my friend Marcus calls. Dude, we're going out Friday. There's this new club downtown. I haven't been out since the Amanda situation. I don't know, man. Come on, you need to get back out there. Lots of single women. Emily overhears and gives me a thumbs up. Yeah, okay, I'll go. Friday comes and I'm getting ready. Emily helps me pick an outfit, which is now routine. You're going to do great. Just be yourself, but like the improved version. Thanks for the confidence boost. Get to the club and it's packed with people. Marcus immediately spots some women at the bar. Let's go talk to them. I'm significantly more confident than I was 2 months ago. We approach and Marcus starts chatting with a blonde girl named Taylor. Her friend Nicole starts talking to me. So what do you do for fun? I give her my rehearsed answer about museums and reading. She seems interested. We're vibing. We dance, we drink, we exchange numbers. Marcus gives me a proud nod from across the room. Get home around 2 a.m. and Emily is still up watching TV. How'd it go? Really good, actually. Got a girl's number. Look at you, player. I tell her about Nicole and she seems genuinely happy for me. You've come a long way from the guy who panic sweated through his first date. I had a good teacher. She smiles, but there's something off about it. You okay? Yeah, just tired. Over the next week, I'm texting Nicole constantly. Yeah, we set up a date for Saturday. Emily is being supportive, but also kind of distant. Are we still doing our thing? I ask one night. I mean, you're dating someone now, probably not appropriate. We're just going on one date. Still, you don't want to complicate things. She has a point, but I'm confused about why she seems upset. Saturday comes and my date with Nicole goes amazing. She's funny, smart, into similar stuff. We end up back at her place, and thanks to Emily's training, I know what I'm doing. Nicole is impressed. Wow, you're really good at this. If only she knew about my extensive tutoring. We start seeing each other regularly. I'm gone from the apartment more, spending time at Nicole's place. Emily starts bringing guys home again, which she hasn't done in weeks. We barely see each other anymore. At one morning I come home early and she's making breakfast with some guy named Tyler. Oh hey, this is Tyler. Tyler, this is my roommate. Tyler gives me a bro nod. Nice place you guys got here. I make an excuse and go to my room. Feel weird about seeing Emily with someone else. This is stupid. We had an arrangement. It's done. I have a girlfriend now. Wait, do I have a girlfriend? Nicole and I haven't had that conversation yet. Text her asking if we're exclusive. She responds, I thought we already were. Cool, I have a girlfriend. This is new territory. Tell Emily later that day. That's great, I'm happy for you. She doesn't sound happy. Are you sure you're okay? Why wouldn't I be okay? You've been weird since I started seeing Nicole. I haven't been weird. You've been gone all the time. We're having our first real argument since this whole thing started. I thought you'd be happy that your project worked. I'm successfully dating now. You're not a project. I was just trying to help a friend. Then why are you upset? She's quiet for a minute. I'm not upset. I'm just adjusting to you not being around. This feels like more than that, but I drop it. Things are tense in the apartment for the next few weeks. Emily and I barely talk beyond basic roommate stuff. I'm spending most of my time with Nicole, who's amazing. She wants to meet my friends, so I invite Marcus and his girlfriend over for dinner. Decide to host at my place, because Nicole's apartment is tiny. Tell Emily we're having people over. Cool, I'll stay in my room. You don't have to. You live here too. It's fine. I have stuff to do anyway. Dinner night comes and Nicole is nervous. Your place is really nice. It's a standard 2-bedroom apartment, but whatever. Emily emerges from her room to get water. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Emily, this is my girlfriend, Nicole. Girlfriend, I said it out loud. It's official. They shake hands and there's this weird tension. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you, Nicole says. All good things, I hope. Emily fills her water bottle and goes back to her room. Marcus notices. Your roommate seems cool. If only he knew the half of it. Dinner goes great. My friends love Nicole. After they leave, Nicole helps me clean up. Your roommate was kind of cold. She's just shy around new people. Total lie. Emily is the most extroverted person I know. Nicole stays over and we're in my room. Yeah, I can hear Emily moving around in her room through the thin walls. Feel guilty for some reason. Next morning, Nicole leaves early for work. Emily's in the kitchen, and the tension is thick. So that's the girlfriend. Yeah, that's Nicole. She seems nice. She is nice. Awkward silence. Are we going to talk about this? I ask. Talk about what? About how weird things have been. She puts down her coffee mug. Things aren't weird. You have a girlfriend now. Our arrangement is over. That's normal. Then why does it feel like you're mad at me? I'm not mad. She's definitely mad. Emily, come on. We've been friends for 2 years. Exactly, friends. That's all we are. Something about the way she says it stings. Did you want it to be more? I can't believe I just asked that. She looks at me like I'm an idiot. No, of course not. Yeah, we had a casual arrangement. That's it. Okay, then what's the problem? There's no problem. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything is fine. She storms off to her room. Women say they're fine when they're definitely not fine. I learned this from my extensive dating experience of 2 months. Spend the next week trying to figure out what's going on. Nicole notices I'm distracted. Is everything okay? Yeah, just roommate drama. Want to talk about it? Not really. How do I explain the situation? It's complicated. She looks concerned but doesn't push it. Meanwhile, Emily is actively avoiding me. She leaves for work before I wake up, comes home late. When we do see each other, it's painfully polite. I miss my friend. Decide to do something about it. Buy her favorite takeout and knock on her door. What? Can we please talk? Actually talk? She opens the door reluctantly. We sit on her bed with Chinese food between us. I miss hanging out with you, I say. We live together. We see each other all the time. You know what I mean. We used to be close. She picks at her low mane. Things changed when we crossed that line. So you regret it? No, I don't regret helping you. I regret that it made things complicated. We eat in silence for a bit. I think maybe I caught feelings, she says quietly. My brain stops working. What? I know we said no emotions, but somewhere between teaching you how to kiss and watching you become confident, I started actually liking you. This is not happening. Emily, I have a girlfriend. I know, that's why I've been avoiding you. I'm trying to get over it. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. It's not your fault. I broke my own rules. We sit there and everything is different now. What do we do? I ask. You keep dating Nicole, I get over this. We move on. Can we still be friends? Eventually, I just need some space right now. I leave her room feeling terrible. Told Nicole I'd come over, but I cancel. Need time to process. She's understanding, but I can tell she's hurt. Next few weeks are miserable. Emily and I are basically strangers living in the same space. Nicole is getting frustrated with me being distant. Did I do something wrong? No, you're perfect. I'm just dealing with stuff. Stuff you can't talk to me about? How do I explain that my roommate caught feelings after teaching me about intimacy? It's really complicated. She's losing patience. Are you having second thoughts about us? No, I really like you. Then what is it? I can't keep lying to her. My roommate and I have a complicated history and it's affecting things. What kind of history? Here goes nothing. Before we met, Emily helped me with dating and we maybe crossed some lines. Nicole's face changes. You slept with your roommate? It wasn't like that. It was just to help me gain experience. This sounds terrible out loud. So you used your roommate for practice before dating me? It wasn't using. We both agreed to it. She stands up. I need you to leave. Nicole, please. I need to think about this. I go home and Emily is actually in the living room for once. How'd it go with Nicole? I told her about us. You what? She knew something was up. I couldn't keep lying. Emily looks panicked. What did you tell her exactly? That we had an arrangement before I met her. And she asked me to leave, so probably not great. We sit in silence. I'm sorry, Emily says. For what? For making this whole thing complicated. You were just trying to help. Yeah, and now you might lose your girlfriend because of it. Spend the next 3 days waiting for Nicole to text. Emily tries to give me space, but we keep running into each other. It's like the universe wants us to deal with this. Finally, Nicole texts, asking to meet up. We meet at a coffee shop and she looks tired. I've been thinking a lot about what you told me. I brace for impact. I'm not mad about the arrangement itself. People have casual situations all the time. Okay, better than expected. But I'm concerned about you living with someone you have that history with. Emily and I are just friends. Are you though? Because it seems like there's unresolved stuff there. She's not wrong. It's complicated. That's what you keep saying. She takes a sip of her coffee. I really like you, but I don't want to be in a relationship where I'm competing with your roommate. You're not competing. Then why have you been distant? Why does everything revolve around your living situation? I don't have a good answer. I think we need to take a break, she says. A break or a breakup? I don't know yet. I just need time to figure out if this is something I can deal with. She leaves and I'm sitting alone in the coffee shop. Get home and Emily is cooking dinner. Want some pasta? I tell her what happened. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. Stop apologizing. I made my own choices. We eat dinner together for the first time in weeks. Can I ask you something? I say. Sure. Do you actually have feelings for me, or was it just because of the physical stuff? She thinks for a minute. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it was just the intimacy. Maybe it was real. That's not helpful. I know. I'm confused too. We clean up dinner together. You know what's funny? She says. What? I spent all this time trying to help you with dating, and I forgot how to handle my own feelings. You're usually so good with this stuff. That's because I never let it get real before. We're standing in the kitchen, and there's this moment. We should probably figure this out, I say. Yeah, we probably should. Do you want to try dating? Like actual dating? She looks surprised. What about Nicole? We're on a break, and honestly, even if we get back together, I think I need to figure out what's happening here first. This could ruin our friendship. Our friendship is already kind of ruined. She laughs sadly. Fair point. So what do you think? She looks at me like she's making a huge decision. Okay, let's try it, but we're doing it properly, dates and everything. No casual arrangement? No casual arrangement. If we're doing this, we're actually doing it. This is either the best or worst decision ever. We decide to go on a real first date that weekend. It's weird planning a date with someone I live with. Where should we go? She asks. Somewhere we've never been together. We end up at this fancy restaurant downtown. Just sitting across from Emily in a romantic setting is surreal. This is so weird, she says, like the weirdest. But it's also kind of nice, and we're talking and laughing like we used to. Remember when you wore that fedora to the grocery store? You said it was ironic. It was still terrible. Dinner's actually perfect. We walk home through the city. So this was nice, I say. Yeah, it was. We get back to the apartment and stand in the living room awkwardly. Do I kiss you goodnight at your bedroom door, or is that weird? Everything about this is weird. Might as well commit. I kiss her goodnight at her door, go to my room smiling like an idiot. Maybe this could actually work. Next morning I wake up to texts from Nicole. Can we talk? Meet her at the same coffee shop. I've decided I can't do this, she says. But my heart sinks even though I knew this was coming. I really tried to be okay with it, but I can't compete with someone you live with. I understand. You're a great guy, you really are. But this situation is too messy. She's right. We say goodbye and I'm surprisingly okay with it. Realize that I was holding on to Nicole because she represented normal dating, but nothing about my situation has ever been normal. Get home and tell Emily. How do you feel? She asks. Weirdly relieved? Yeah? Yeah, I think I was forcing something that wasn't quite right. She sits next to me on the couch. So what now? Now we figure out if we work as an actual couple. No pressure. We spend the next few weeks actually dating. It's different than our arrangement was. We're going out, meeting each other's friends, and having actual relationship conversations. Marcus is confused when I tell him, wait, you're dating your roommate? The one who gave you the makeover? It's a long story. Dude, that's like a movie plot. He's not wrong. Things with Emily are surprisingly good. We already knew each other so well. Adding romance just made it better. My face when I went from 25-year-old virgin to dating my roommate in 3 months. That feeling when the person who taught you about intimacy becomes the person you actually want to be intimate with. Be me. Dating my roommate Emily for 2 months now, and it's actually going really well. Marcus still makes jokes about it every time we hang out. So how's living with your girlfriend? Is it like being married? It's different. We each have our own space still. Until you don't, he says ominously. He's been with his girlfriend for 4 years, so he thinks he's a relationship expert. Things with Emily are in this weird honeymoon phase. We're doing couple stuff, but also still roommates. Sometimes we'll have date night and then immediately argue about who left dishes in the sink. It's domestic in a way that's both comfortable and occasionally frustrating. One night we're watching TV and she brings up a serious topic. We should probably talk about what we're doing here. My stomach drops because that phrase is never good. What do you mean? I mean, we're dating, but we're also roommates. Eventually we need to figure out if this is long-term. It's only been 2 months. I know, but living together speeds things up. We can't really take it slow. She has a point. We skipped like 3 relationship stages by already cohabitating. So what are you asking? I'm asking if you see a future here, or if we're just figuring things out. This is a loaded question. I really like what we have. I just don't want to rush into labeling it. We're literally living together and sleeping in the same bed most nights. Okay, yeah, that's pretty serious. We agree to just see where things go naturally. But the conversation stays in my head. A few weeks later, Emily's mom calls her. I can hear her side of the conversation from my room. Yes, Mom, I'm seeing someone. No, you can't meet him yet. Oh God, meeting parents. She comes into my room after the call. My mom wants to come visit. That's nice. She wants to meet you. Abort. Are you sure that's a good idea? We've only been dating for 3 months. Try telling my mom that. She's already booking a flight. Spend the next week having a mild anxiety attack. Emily keeps telling me her mom will love me. She's really chill. She'll probably just interrogate you about your intentions for like an hour. That's not chill at all. Her mom arrives on a Friday afternoon. She's basically an older version of Emily with the same energy. So you're the boy Emily won't shut up about? Emily looks mortified. Mom, please. What? I'm just saying you talk about him constantly. We sit down for dinner and her mom starts the interrogation. Yeah, so how did you two meet? Emily and I exchange glances. We're roommates, I say carefully. Oh, so you were friends first? That's sweet. If only she knew the actual progression of our relationship. Something like that, Emily says. Her mom is sharp, though. She senses there's more to the story. You two are being very vague. Mom, we just don't want to bore you with details. Honey, I flew across the country. I want all the details. Emily gives me a look that says we need to tell her something. We were roommates and friends, and then things developed naturally, I explain. Technically true, just leaving out the whole arrangement part. Her mom seems satisfied with this. Well, I'm just happy Emily found someone. She's had terrible luck with dating. Mom. What? But remember that guy Derek who turned out to have a secret family? That was one time and we dated for 3 weeks. I'm learning so much about Emily's past relationships. The visit goes surprisingly well. Her mom pulls me aside before she leaves. Take care of my daughter. She acts tough, but she's sensitive. I will, I promise. And if you hurt her, I know where you live. She says it with a smile, but I think she's serious. After her mom leaves, Emily flops on the couch. That wasn't so bad, right? Your mom threatened to hunt me down if I hurt you. Yeah, that's pretty standard. We're cuddling on the couch when she says something that changes everything. I love you. Time stops. She looks at me with these vulnerable eyes. You don't have to say it back, I just wanted you to know. My brain is short-circuiting. Do I love her? We've known each other for over 2 years. She's my best friend, my girlfriend, my roommate. I love you too. The words come out and I realize they're true. She smiles and kisses me. We've crossed another relationship milestone. Everything is good for like 2 weeks. Then my lease renewal notice comes in the mail. We have to decide if we're renewing together or what. This is basically deciding to move in together officially, Emily says. We already live together. Yeah, but this would be intentional, not just convenient. We sit down and have the adult conversation. Do you want to renew the lease together? She's quiet for a minute. I do, but I'm scared. Of what? Of this being too much too fast, of us imploding and being stuck in a lease. Valid concerns, honestly. That we could renew for just 6 months instead of a year. That's like relationship probation. Or it's being smart and cautious. We decide on the 6-month renewal. Feels like a safe middle ground. Things continue to be good. We're figuring out the balance of being a couple and being roommates. Some days we're super romantic, other days we're just two people who happen to live together. Then one night she comes home from work upset. I got offered a job in another city. My heart drops. What city? Boston. It's a huge opportunity, way better pay. That's like 5 hours away. I know. We sit in silence processing this. Are you going to take it? I ask. I don't know. That's why I'm talking to you about it. When do you need to decide? 2 weeks. This is happening too fast. Over the next few days, we barely talk about it, and both avoiding the elephant in the room. Finally, one night I bring it up. You should take the job. She looks at me surprised. Really? It's an amazing opportunity. I don't want to hold you back. But what about us? We'll figure it out. People do long distance. She doesn't look convinced. Long distance is really hard. So is passing up your dream job. We're both quiet. Would you ever consider moving to Boston? She asks. I haven't thought about it. My whole life is here, my friends, my job. I don't know. Maybe eventually. That's not really an answer. Emily, you're asking me to uproot my entire life. I'm asking if you see a future with me. This conversation is getting heavy. I do see a future with you, but I also need to think about my own life. So what are you saying? I'm saying we should figure out long distance before making huge life decisions. She's not happy with this answer, but she accepts it. She takes the job. We have 1 month before she moves. It's bittersweet. Happy for her, but sad about the change. Start looking for a new roommate, which is depressing. Marcus offers to move in. At least you know I won't fall in love with you, he jokes. Not funny. Emily's last week here is weird. We're trying to spend time together, but also packing up her stuff. Her room is slowly becoming empty boxes. The night before she leaves, we order pizza and sit on the couch. This is really happening, she says. Yeah. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you too. We don't sleep much that night, just holding each other. The morning comes and her moving truck is here. Movers are taking her furniture and I'm trying not to cry. Marcus shows up to help and immediately notices I'm emotional. You good, man? Yeah, just weird. Emily and I stand by her car, ready to say goodbye. We're going to make this work, right? She asks. We're going to try. She kisses me and gets in her car. Watch her drive away and part of me goes with her. Marcus pats my shoulder. Long distance sucks. Thanks for the pep talk. Apartment feels empty without her. Even though Marcus moved in, it's not the same. We do video calls every night. She tells me about her new job, her new apartment, new city. I tell her about work, about hanging out with friends, about missing her. Boston is really cool. You'd like it here, subtle hint noted. First month of long distance is okay. But we're texting constantly, calling every day. Then she gets busy with work. Calls become less frequent, texts get shorter. I'm trying not to be needy, but I miss her. 2 months in and we're barely communicating. When we do talk, it's surface level stuff. How was work? Good. How are you? Fine. This is falling apart. I book a flight to Boston to surprise her. Figure we need face-to-face time to reconnect. Don't tell her I'm coming. Get to Boston and take an Uber to her apartment. Knock on the door and a guy answers. Can I help you? My brain malfunctions. I'm looking for Emily. Emily, someone's here for you. She comes to the door and freezes. What are you doing here? Surprising you, who's this? This is Connor, my coworker. Connor is tall and attractive, and in her apartment at 8 p.m. I should go, Connor says, and reading the room. He leaves and Emily and I stand in her doorway. You could have told me you were coming. I wanted to surprise you. Who's Connor? I told you about him. He works in my department. She did mention a Connor, but not that he looked like a model. Why is he at your apartment? We were working on a project. Is this an interrogation? We're fighting and I just got here. I flew 5 hours to see you because we barely talk anymore. We talk every day. Do we though? Because it feels like you're pulling away. She sighs and lets me into her apartment. It's nice, way nicer than our old place. We sit on her couch that I've never seen before. I'm not pulling away, I'm just adjusting to my new life here. A new life that doesn't include me? That's not fair. You're the one who didn't want to move here. You never actually asked me to move here. Because you made it clear you weren't interested. We're fully arguing now. I was trying to be supportive of your career, or you were trying to avoid commitment. That stings because maybe she's right. We both cool down and sit in silence. Is this working? She asks quietly. I don't know. I love you, but long distance is harder than I thought. I love you too, but I don't know how to fix this. We talk for hours about our relationship, about our future, about what we both want. I can't ask you to move here, she says, but you want me to. Of course I do, but that's not fair to you. What if I wanted to? She looks at me. Do you want to? I think about my life back home. My job is fine, but not amazing. But my friends are there, but Marcus is my only really close one. Emily is here, and she's the person I want to be with. What if I started looking for jobs here? Are you serious? I think so. I mean, we can't keep doing this. She starts crying. You'd really move here for me? For us. We spend the rest of my visit actually talking and reconnecting. I meet her new friends, including Connor, who's actually a nice guy with a fiancé. Felt stupid for being jealous. He's like my work Marcus, Emily explains. That makes sense. Fly home with a new plan. Start applying to jobs in Boston. Marcus is supportive. Do what makes you happy, man. You're gonna need a new roommate again. I'll survive. This place has a revolving door now. It takes 3 months, but I get a job offer. Call Emily immediately. She said, Dad, I got a job in Boston. She screams so loud I have to hold the phone away. When do you start? 6 weeks. Move in with me. Didn't even hesitate. Are you sure? We've lived together before, we can do it again. That was different. How? We weren't intentionally choosing to build a life together. So let's intentionally choose it. I accept her offer. Spend the next 6 weeks preparing to move. Marcus helps me pack up my life. Remember when you were a 25-year-old virgin, afraid to talk to women? That was less than a year ago. And now you're moving to a new city for a girl, character development. He's not wrong. Moving day comes and it's deja vu, but in reverse. This time I'm the one driving away. Get to Boston and Emily's waiting at her apartment. Our apartment now. Welcome home, she says. Home, that sounds right. But we spend the first week getting me settled, unpacking my stuff, finding space for my things. It's like when we were roommates but different. This time we're choosing it. My new job is good. Coworkers are nice. Emily and I fall into a routine. Make breakfast together, go to work, come home, make dinner, watch TV. It's domestic and comfortable. Sometimes we'll be doing dishes and I'll remember how we got here. From roommates to friends with benefits, to dating, to long distance, to living together again. What are you thinking about? Emily asks one night. How weird our story is. We should write a book. No one would believe it. We're on the couch and she turns to me. I'm really glad you moved here. Me too. Do you ever regret how things happened? You mean the whole arrangement thing? Yeah, I think about it. No, but because it led us here. Even though it was unconventional. Especially because it was unconventional. She smiles and kisses me. A few months later, we're at a party with her work friends. Someone asks how we met. Emily and I exchange glances. We were roommates, I say. And friends, Emily adds. And then we started dating. It's technically the truth, just missing some key details. That's so cute, roommates to lovers, if only they knew. Walking home from the party, Emily is laughing. We're never going to be able to tell people the real story. Probably not. Hey, remember when you were a virgin who couldn't talk to women? I hate you. No, you don't. She's right, I don't. We get home and I realize something. I'm happy, genuinely happy. 6 months ago, I was a 25-year-old virgin living with my friend. Now I'm in a healthy relationship in a new city starting a new chapter. Life is weird and unpredictable. Sometimes the person who teaches you about dating ends up being the person you date. Marcus visits a month later. We're all out to dinner and he brings up my transformation. Dude went from unable to make eye contact with women to moving across the country for one. Character development, I say. Major character development. Emily squeezes my hand under the table. Later that night, Marcus crashes on our couch. Emily and I are in our bedroom. I'm really glad things worked out, she says. Even with all the complicated, messy parts. Especially with all the complicated, messy parts. We fall asleep and I'm thinking about the journey. From awkward virgin to functioning adult in a relationship. I couldn't have done it without Emily's insane plan, even if that plan involves sleeping with my roommate. Year after moving to Boston, Emily and I are stronger than ever. We've had our fights, our struggles, our moments of doubt, but we always figure it out. One night, she seems nervous about something. I need to tell you something. Oh God, what now? I'm not breaking up with you if that's what you're thinking. Relief washes over me. Then what? I've been thinking about our future. Okay. And I think we should talk about marriage. My brain stops. Marriage? Not like right now, but eventually. Is that something you want? I think about everything we've been through. Yeah, I think it is. She smiles. Good. That's because I really don't want to have to train another boyfriend. That's romantic. I try. We're not engaged yet, but it's on the horizon. Life is good, weird, unconventional, but good. Marcus calls me one day. Remember when I said you went through character development? Yeah. I'm jealous, man. You found someone who gets you. You'll find someone too. Yeah, but will they teach me about dating first like a tutorial level? Probably not. That's pretty specific to my situation. Hang up and think about how lucky I am. Emily walks in from work. Hey, want to order pizza and watch that show? Yeah, we're on the couch doing our regular routine. Nothing fancy, just existing together. And somehow that's better than anything I imagined. Or my face when my roommate decided to fix my virgin status and ended up becoming my long-term girlfriend. That feeling when your unconventional origin story leads to a conventional happy relationship.